Okay, so these are the ingredients that we will need to bake the sugar cookies. We need flour, we need sugar, we need salt, baking powder, vanilla extract, we need 1.5 sticks of butter, 1 egg.
Only 1 egg?
Only 1 egg.
I thought you use like 12 eggs.
1. A medium bowl, a sifter, and a stand-up mixer. If you don't have a stand-up mixer, it's okay. You can do it by hand or with a handheld mixer. It's gonna be just fine. But I gave Jacob the choice, and he thinks stand-up mixer will be more fun, so we're gonna use that. So let's get started, Jacob. How do we?
There's so much power at your disposal. You can like mix up something and it goes, it explodes.
Well, let's not make things explode, but let's start mixing dry ingredients first. So we're gonna start here. We're gonna need.
I don't think an egg's a dry ingredient.
Egg is not a dry ingredient. It's dry right now, but when you crack it, it will be wet. All right, so we're gonna start with the flour.
Is it wet or is it slimy or gluey?
Both.
It's more gluey.
Okay, mister.
Wet.
We need a cup
Cup's all the way at the bottom.
of flour. Hold on. Hold on. There.
Really soft.
All right, so what do we do with this? Remember, what do we do? Level,
Okay.
right? So it's very important. Level. So we don't want a heaping mountain. We want just 1 cup. Yep, you may. All right, 1 more. There. 2 cups. And 1/4.
So powerful. Not quarter. I don't like quarters, so I like cups. How many more do we need?
That's it.
Unlevel the next one. Unlevel sugar.
All right, you can be in charge of leveling the next one. All right, so but for now we need that, and we need 1 teaspoon of salt. That's our salt.
Leveler.
Good job.
Also feels so powerful.
Excellent. That's it. Now 1 teaspoon of baking powder.
What is this?
They are both the same
Why do you have 2 of them?
because I have a lot. In case one gets dirty.
Why are you confusing me? What's the point of having 2?
Here, put it in because that way you won't make a mess. Yeah, put it in and see.
Boom.
Yeah, you can. There.
It's not like, it feels sticky, but it's dry.
It is dry. These are the dry ingredients. Okay, this is good. So now use your spatula and you can help this sift this. So you can use the spatula and help me out.
It feels so nice.
Yep. Mix it up in there so that all the flour comes out, but gently so that we don't lose all of it.
Why can't I
Here,
just
let me
dump,
take-
Why can't you just dump all of it in?
Why can't we? Because then you're gonna have big clumps. And
Then you
then
mix
when you bite into the cookie, you're gonna have a big chunk of flour.
Ew.
Yeah, exactly. So this is why we get rid of all those big clumps. All right,
Flour?
all done. That's it, done. Okay, now we are gonna put these to the side. So now let's start with the not dry ingredients. So we will cut this, I guess, so we will cut this. We need 1.5 sticks of butter. Egg not yet, so let's put it to the side. So
Discriminating against an egg?
I am not discriminating against any eggs. I
Sure.
love them. All right, so
Why
I'm gonna
not?
cut my butter. What do you, is it hard or soft?
It's butter? Mm-hmm. It's like,
Super soft, right? It's been sitting out for a few hours.
Okay.
So 1.5 sticks of butter. All right, now let's add, not yet, let's add the sugar. We need sugar. We're gonna do 2/3 cup of sugar. We have one that says 2/3, but if you don't have one that says 2/3, use 2 1/3. I gave you an A in adding sugar and butter.
Smart.
You are one smart cookie. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. All right, start stirring. No, like 2. Yeah, and then we'll just wait for that to be really mixed in. And Jacob, tell me when it's all light and fluffy. Okay, now we can add the vanilla and the egg.
Wait.
Yeah, that's okay.
No.
Okay, do your best. We don't want eggshells in there. So remember how I taught you, crack it a little bit to the side, and now, you're doing great. Wow,
This reminds me of the popcorn.
that was really impressive. Okay, just make sure you get all of the egg in there, okay? Open it, let it all fall in.
Right.
Yeah.
Drop the shell in.
No, not the shell. Yeah, just, all right, perfect. So we have an egg, and now we need 1 teaspoon of vanilla.
Ew.
Let's make sure it's full, it's not halfway. There. Go for it. We have the vanilla and the egg, so let's mix it again. And we want to mix it well until everything is well mixed. So you have to look in there and make sure that things are really mixed. Now that we have that, hold on. Jacob, we're gonna add half of the dry ingredients in there.
How are you gonna split this?
Here, you hold this and help me out. Let's dump about half.
Good. I think that's good.
That's good?
Yeah, I think so.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, here's something very important about the cookies. You cannot overmix them because then they will not taste
I like this.
nice and fluffy. No, when we're done, you have flour all over yourself. So we're not going to overmix it. So we're gonna start stirring it very slowly, and we're gonna watch. So as soon as the ingredients are combined, we will stop.
I don't think it's anywhere near combined.
Not yet.
It's getting there.
Stop.
It looks like Play-Doh.
Perfect. Okay. All right, Jacob. So we're gonna add the rest of the dry ingredients. Go for it.
I have an apron now.
You do have an apron now.
Wait,
Yeah,
don't make-
that's good. As long as it goes in the bowl.
Bacon
Perfect.
is so powerful.
All right, Jacob. So again, the same thing. You're gonna set the mixer to the low speed, and we're gonna watch. And as soon as it combines, then we're gonna stop. You see how it's slowly starting to mix in? Pay attention. It's done. All right.
Now it's like
It needs just a teeny bit.
It's really dry, it looks like.
Yeah, it is pretty dry.
Dry and sticky. Ew.
Ew, but you want to eat it, huh?
Dry and sticky.
And
The
delicious.
cookie dough and the over there is like.
All right, just a few seconds longer. Go for it. Couple seconds longer. That's it. You're done. So, we're gonna now grab the dough. We're gonna put it here in a piece of saran wrap, and we're gonna refrigerate it for like half an hour, so that it's not so warm, and then it's gonna be ready for us to roll it out. So, do you want to do the honors? Getting the dough.
Oh, wait, I locked it. Do I?
Yeah. Push up and twist. You got it. Okay, here, you can put it over here. There, that's it, Jacob. Now cover that up. Are you sneaking cookie dough?
No.
I want cookie dough.
Somebody else wants cookie dough.
Let me get over here. Over here.
Do you want to make some cookies with me? You do? What kind of cookies do you want to make?
Unicorn.
You got it. We're gonna make some unicorn cookies. Okay, so I just took out the cookie dough. It's been in the fridge for what, 15, 20 minutes. It's not stiff and cold, but it is, it's not as soft as it used to be. So this is exactly what we need to start rolling. So you have a choice. You can either put some flour down on your surface and roll it out like that, but I find it easier to roll it out between two pieces of parchment paper. So I'm gonna get that. Boom.
I personally put it on a table and start smacking it.
Smacking it will
takes
not
longer.
make it for a very perfect cookies.
So much smack.
Okay, so between two pieces of parchment paper, I have a rolling pin that has these things, these stoppers on the side, so that however hard I press on it, it doesn't let me roll the dough thinner than this. So these are very useful. If you don't have something like this, you can hold this. You can use something like 2 magazines. So I have also 2 magazines. You could make sure they are about the same size, as close you can, and you can do that. Here, let's show everybody how to do it, Jacob. Go for it. So that will create,
Can we just use these? No.
we can, but I want to show people how to do this because not everybody has a rolling pin. So see, this is you make sure that the sides of the rolling pin are on the magazine, and it will help
Can I
stick.
take off the washi?
It's gonna stick. Jacob.
I didn't really eat.
Okay, so I'm just going to transfer some of the cookie dough.
It's my mouth.
No, not into your mouth. I wish you had a microphone so we could hear you, because I hope everybody can hear the silliness that you are telling me. Oh, Jacob, if you do that, then my cookies will be really thin on one side. Okay, and now I am ready to put this in the fridge. And this time I do want it to stay in there a lot longer. So I'm gonna leave them. We may or may not have any cookie dough left to actually cut some cookies. But if we do, we're gonna show you that. So I'm gonna put this back in the fridge and I'm gonna let it sit there for about an hour, even longer. You can do this ahead of time and you can let it sit in the fridge for a day or two. That's perfectly fine. And it's gonna, when it comes out, it's gonna be nice and firm. So the cookie, when we dig the cookie cutters in there, come out shaped perfectly and easier than if it was warm. Let's do it. Okay, so we have had our cookie dough in the fridge for about an hour. So it's really nice and firm. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start cutting it. So Jacob, go for it. Let's pick the cookie cutters. We have, here, let's show what we have. We have selected a few here, so we're gonna make an assortment. But I also have cut out a few shapes that we are going to just place over the batter, and then I'm gonna cut them carefully with a knife. Or are you gonna try to do that?
I think I might do one. I think I might do this because it's easier.
Okay, all right, let's do it. So parchment paper off. And should we start with these? where the dough is getting really warm, so it's not as easy to work with. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna roll it back out, just like we did before, put this back in the fridge. The cutouts, these are going to go into the freezer for about 15 minutes at least, or until they're pretty stiff. So the purpose of that is so that when we put them in the oven, they don't melt and lose their shape. They're gonna stay in the perfect shape that they have right now. So once they are really stiff and cold from the freezer, I'm gonna put them and I'm gonna bake them for about 10 to 12 minutes. It depends on the size of the cookie. And and then we're gonna bake them at 350. So this is the time you wanna turn on your oven. Once these come out of the freezer, start cooking them. Ready?
No.
All right, so you are going to roll the dough.
I need to put this on the thing.
That's not gonna cook.
That's okay. I'm gonna make it cook.
Well, you can try, but it might not work.
It's gonna cook.
All right, we will see how that works. Okay guys, we baked this at 350. I baked them exactly 11 minutes. The smaller ones bake faster, so if you're making all of them smaller, make it less time. These was 11 minutes and they came out perfect.
I told you I'd make this work.
I know, and look at that. We cooked this one a little bit longer and it looks good.
Yeah, it does.
So thanks for helping me out. Nice and crunchy. We cooked it a lot longer than these. So for the unicorns, I made these, and if you like them, you can find them. You can find the link in the description of the video. And we also made some round ones, and you can decorate this with royal icing. You can decorate them with fondant. If you want to see how we are going to decorate them, stay tuned for another video. We're going to show you how to decorate a few of these with Toy Story theme. And we're also going to show you how to decorate the unicorn ones.
What if I want to put an Oreo on one?
An Oreo?
What if I put like, I take the cream off the Oreo and just like.
Or you can make buttercream and put.
What if I put black or brown fondant on these and then.
All right, well, stay tuned. We might come up with a lot more ideas.
And then the Oreo filling and then mush it.
We might do Oreo filling. All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button if you like the video and subscribe to my channel. And I hope you guys have a fun time this summer. I hope you guys give these videos a try. Try them out at home with your kids, or if you are starting to learn how to bake, give them a try. They're easy recipes. Thanks so much for watching.